There we go. It's showtime. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sewing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be teaching the Geek Room a little bit here. And before anybody wants to call me a bully, and anybody wants to call me a troll or anything like that, let me first say this. On social media, if you can give it, you have to be willing to take it. Okay? If you're going to make videos laughing at everybody and making jokes at everybody, you certainly yourself better be prepared to deal with it when it's your turn. So I'm going to be addressing some of the things that Tad has said to me in the past and how the Geek Room approaches people on here regarding education and everything. And I'm going to do some educating myself on here to one tatted Jedi who I know a lot of people doesn't like on here. And to be fair, Tatted is a known troll on here. He's not somebody respected for his education. He's not somebody respected for his debating prowess. He's not someone respected as being a knowledgeable person. He is a troll. That is what he is. True and true. That's about it. When you talk Tatted, you're going to get trolling. You're not going to get nothing really educational out of the guy. Okay, he tried a couple of times. Go to Beckel's YouTube channel. You'll see what happened the last time he tried to use his kindergarten education that he has regarding some of the topics that we talk about here on social media. Not very good at all. And Tatted, feel free if you want the link to come in here and talk to me about this stuff because we can talk. All right, because you don't scare me, and neither does the Geek Room. You never have scared me. Okay, if you're gonna act like a clown, you know I can act like a clown with the best of them. With that being said, let's talk about fitness here for a minute. And I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to educate the Geek Room, particularly Tatted. And mind you, the reason why I'm mentioning the entire Geek Room, Frank and the girl with the blue hair and that guy Brian that nobody really knows nothing about, because I'm pretty sure they're going to defend Tatted. I think I'm 100% sure they're going to defend Tatted. You know, that's their brother. That's their friend in arms and everything. And I don't believe he's defendable on this particular topic, okay? As a lot of you know, I've ran a few marathons. I ran at least, I think 5 of them now. I have 5 medals, meaning I ran and I finished them. You don't necessarily just get a medal for winning. You get a medal for completing the marathon. And whenever I talk about this on here, the low self-esteem trolls on here like to say, well, look at your time, G-Man. Look at your time. And again, this is why I'm taking the approach, and that's why you see the yellow school bus and all that other stuff on here, and why it's time to educate some of these people on here, because education is a good thing. It's always good to be knowledgeable about a particular topic, and I think it's about time we educated the Geek Room. Now, I've been advised by some people to ignore certain people on here, but I've made a brand new resolution with dealing with certain people on here. I tried that ignoring nonsense on here. I tried that ignoring people stuff. Concerning Drag, Miss Parker, and all of them. And it didn't work. Actually, what it did is it gave them the ability to continue to lie about me and make stuff up. So from now on, I will pick my topics and I will deal with them on it. And since this one is so easy to deal with, I think it's about time that we humbled them, so to speak, right? So for those of you who don't know, again, I ran 5 marathons and I completed 5 marathons. My latest one was in the Steamtown Marathon. My time was, I believe, 4 hours and 34 minutes, at least when I crossed the finish line, that's what it was. And of course, when you go on the internet, there's the adjusted time. 2 different things. When you cross the finish line and then what they adjust it to actually being. You know what I mean? Which tells me those stupid chips aren't very accurate. But everybody was laughing at me. A lot of people in here was laughing at me saying, oh, gee, man, you're slow. A 75-year-old man beat you. You're slow. You're terrible. And of course, you know, I was asking him, I said, well, you know, maybe I am slow. Can you give me some advice? And then you hear the crickets, and nobody wants to give you any advice about anything because they never ran one before. They don't have the foggiest idea the amount of energy and strength and endurance and perseverance you have to run one of these things. But I'm going to tell you what Tatted does know. Let's be fair before we get to the education part here. Tatted seems to be very knowledgeable about bench pressing, because if this guy's got to claim the fame on anything, he's quick to tell you that he can bench press 350 pounds. Now, if he can bench press 350 pounds, that tells me something about him. He's either about 250 himself or he's about 350 pounds himself, because a very low percentage of people out there can actually bench press their own weight. Now, if he considers himself to be strong, he must be about maybe 200 to maybe about 250 pounds in lifting at least 100 pounds over his body weight, which requires you to do the following. You have to do strength workouts, right? You have to have strong triceps. Those are the three muscles that are under here. You have to have bicep strength, which are the two muscles here. You have to have forearm strength. And by the way, if those of you out there who don't like me being condescending towards Tatted, if Tatted wasn't being such a jerk and the Geek Room wasn't being such jerks, I wouldn't be talking to them like this. But when you ride the yellow school bus, guys, this is how you got to talk to people sometimes. You know what I mean? So after they go take their meds, maybe they can just stop smoking all that crack over there, and they can actually start to actually learn something about this issue of fitness. So you need forearm strength, tricep strength, bicep strength, chest strength, shoulder strength, and some back strength in order to be a good bench presser. I can't wait for them to make a video and say that I'm lying about these particular muscle groups and how they don't have nothing to do with you actually bench pressing. I can't wait till their stupid behinds do that. And I'll put Schwarzenegger on here and other people on here who make them look like a bunch of nothings, tell them that they're liars. I'm just going to sit back and be patient and wait, and they'll make themselves look like fools again. You know what I mean? But when you want to get stronger, like you start off with a certain amount of weight, Tatted. Just to show you I know this better than you. You start off with a certain amount of strength. Let's say you're 200 pounds and you're just getting started. You might start off with maybe 150 pounds. Is that fair? The bar is about 45 pounds. You can put 45 on the side and you can put 45 on the side. What is that? About 135 pounds, I think. Right? 45, 45, and 45. What is that? Is that 125 or 135? I think that's 135 pounds. Somebody correct me if you want. I'm doing this off the top of my head. So you start off with 2 plates on the side. Then you do like maybe, let's just start off something simple because we don't want to confuse you guys because, repetition is the best way to learn. You know what I mean? And we know you ride the yellow school bus and you don't know this stuff, right? So when you're doing your bench presses, you'll start off with maybe 3, right? Muscles are sore, you're kind of fatigued. You wait a little bit, maybe a minute or 2. Then you go and do 3 more. And then you do 3 more. And then what you do is you take a break. The next day you may work out legs or something like that, or you may do a different part of your body. I don't know what you actually do. And then you wait a couple of days and you go back on there. And this time you'll notice that your muscles are a little bit stronger because what happens is your muscles will tear and they'll actually regrow and become stronger. Now, one of the supplements that you can take, Tatted, to help you out with this, I'm pretty sure you know this because you know everything about bench pressing. You take amino acids and you get protein in your system, and it'll help repair the tissues and help them come out to be stronger so that you can actually bench press. If you want, G-Man can demonstrate that for you. If you want in the future video, I can go to my gym and I can actually do a bench press and perform and show you how this works. I can even do a science video and tell you how your muscles are torn, okay? They damage, and then they repair themselves and they come back stronger. So instead of being able to do 3 repetitions, you should be able to do anywhere between 5 and 6 repetitions the next time you do it. Go through the same process, go through the same damage, go back and do it. Instead of doing 6, you might be able to do 10 this time with the same weight. Now, here's the thing. You don't want the same weight. You want to put more weight on it. So you might put maybe 10 to 15% of the weight on there. Okay. And then do that over time. And then you want to put another 10, 15% on it. Do that over time. Put another 10, 15% and do that over time. But some people are crazy. Some people will just put the plates there, do it for 2 weeks, and then put another plate there. And their friends all pump them up and they'll be doing those bench presses. Their chests will come out and they'll be nice and strong. And the key word there is that your chest will get stronger. Your shoulders will get slightly stronger because on your rest days, you're going to have to, when you do your rest days from doing your bench presses, you're going to have to strengthen your triceps. You're going to have to strengthen your forearms. You're going to have to strengthen your biceps. I know a thing or two about this because I used to do it. Okay. So you do this, and this is how you build your chest. You can do push-ups too with your bench presses, and it will actually help you become stronger in that particular area. Now, if you do them like close, then it's going to work the inner pectoral area. And if you do them in the outer, it will work the outer pectoral area. Are you following me? Am I talking too fast? I don't know. You need to let me know, Tadit, because we know you're special. Okay? So, and the reason why I'm calling you this, and the reason why I'm talking to you like this, because you was the one that was laughing at my results. It wasn't just you. It was a few other people in here that was laughing at my results for the marathon, because I'm about to educate you about how you train for a marathon, which is the complete opposite of what you're doing. And I mean the complete opposite. Just to show you that you don't know what you're talking about and you have no degree, you have no education whatsoever. And I will go to a gym and make you look straight up stupid, dude. Yeah, you'll be able to out bench press me. But I think the ladies care more about endurance. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, something you don't have. We'll talk about that in a future video, something you know nothing about. But anyway, let's continue. So that's how you build a strong chest. You can do push-ups. You can do them wide. You can do diamonds and work the inner. You can do them slightly out. Get this part of your chest. You know what I mean? And that's not the only thing you can do. You can do pull-ups. It'll slightly help you a little bit. It'll make your grip stronger, make your forearm stronger, make your back stronger. So it'll be easier for you to be able to get strong at doing what you're doing. And you're clearly strong if you really can bench press 350 pounds. Or was it 400 pounds, Taddy? Because if you can bench press 400 pounds, then you're a pretty fat dude. You're probably a fat guy, okay? You're probably about 320, 325 pounds. See, I listen to people when they talk about this stuff. And when I say I listen, because that tells me something about you that you don't want nobody to know, okay? You make it sound like you're more fit than me, Taddy. And just because you can bench press 350 pounds, that doesn't make you more fit. Now, if I was on the Drunken Peasants, and this is where they would agree with me, because myself and the Drunken Peasants, we're big wrestling fans. We know about the Ultimate Warrior, right? The Ultimate Warrior, have you guys ever seen that dude's physique? Absolutely awesome. But he did a shoot interview, and he talked about what it was like running from the back to the ring, and how he used to be blown up. And in wrestling terms, what that means is that you have no more energy. You're just like done or whatever. He would run from the back to the ring and have to slow things down so he can actually do his thing or whatever. It doesn't make you more fit. What it makes you is with your chest, it makes you stronger. See, we never talked about steroids. We never talked about PEDs. I don't know if you're taking any of those things. You probably don't. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So when I humiliate you in this video, you understand that I understand very well what it is that you're saying to me. But I don't think you understand I understand what you're saying to me, but I don't think you understand what you're saying to me, if you know what I mean. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you understood, you wouldn't be making these dumb arguments. Hey, G-Man, you're terrible, G-Man, because I can bench press 350 pounds. Somebody didn't take their Ritalin today. But anyway, so let's continue here. That's a lot of hard work, man, to be able to get a strong chest. I'm not going to downplay that if that's your goal. If it's your goal to have a strong chest, I expect for you to go through that routine. Allow me to explain to you what it takes to train for a marathon, my friend. Okay, and then maybe it will help you a little bit to show you how stupid you and your fan base really is at the end of the day. And I'm talking not just regular stupid, I'm talking about special stupid. Okay, so let's get into this here. And remember, this is just me just giving you what you give everybody else. And to show everybody that I'm not being a jerk, I probably should have did this in the beginning. Let me show everybody what I'm talking about here. Just real quick. This is the Geek Room. And they love to make fun of other people on their YouTube channel. They absolutely love to make fun of people on their YouTube channel. So my thing is, if you can dish it, then you must be able to take it. Okay? If you can dish it, you better be able to take it, because I can give as well as I get. You will learn that about me, GeekRoom. Something Broke Nut never told you about regarding me, except for the fact that you're not supposed to take G-Man seriously. That's literally the only education he gave you. And that's why this is going to be simple for me, because if you had a brain, you would have never came at me that way. So let's get into this here. What does it take to train for a marathon? I broke it down on how you can get a stronger chest. I could have talked about just push-ups if I wanted to. You can get the same strength, believe it or not, But I mean, you're going to have to do a lot of push-ups, and I mean a lot of them, and I mean a lot of them. But you can literally get the same strength depending on what your goals is if you just did nothing but push-ups. I dare them to say that that can't happen. Like I said, I'll get my laugh on if they do, because I'll be listening to professionals as opposed to the dork room. So anyway, what does it take to train for a marathon? Now, a marathon, for those of you who don't know, is 26.2 miles. Let me say that again. If you run a full marathon, which is what I run, it is 26.2 miles of pain and suffering. You have to like pain in order to actually do it. Now, Tad, since you know so much about fitness, I've been asking you literally for the longest to show me your running routine. What's your plan and everything? I would love to. You don't run. You want a strong chest. That's what you want, right, Tad? But that's what it's all about. It's about having a strong chest. You're comparing strength with endurance. You literally don't know the difference between working cardiovascular and working strength. You literally don't know the difference. So anyway, let me tell you my routine, okay, and what I got to do to prepare for probably the most painful event known to man. And before we do anything, I'm going to show you something about the times. The G-Man did 4 hours and 34 minutes, and that's horrible. 75-year-old man beat you. There's a couple of things I want to show you guys here real quick. Okay, so just give me a second here. What's this one called? Okay, cool. So the first thing we're going to look at is the percentage of people in the world that actually run marathons. And I like statistics. I find them to be interesting because I can use these statistics to educate people like the stalker, the tatted Jedi, the blue meanie, even though she kind of, you know what I mean? And then you got Brian. Who knows? Who the heck is Brian? Can somebody please tell me who the heck he is? I see his name on there, but who the heck is that? Has he done anything here on social media? Like, has he done anything on here? Because I don't recall this guy doing anything. Is he a newbie or something? Did he take Draven's place or something? Like, who's Brian? What's a Brian? Like, somebody tell me this. But anyway, let's get into this here. Quick screen share here. Okay, here we go. Let's do a quick screen share here real quick. What I probably should have did was okay, so let's do this one right here first. So these are the statistics about running and running statistics and running facts and whatnot, right? Regarding the marathon. Do you see the percentage of people in the planet that actually run marathons? Just want to make sure that you guys are paying attention to this. Do you see the percentage of people who run marathons? 0.01%. Okay? What percentage of the world population has run a marathon according to Run Repeat? Approximately 0.05% of the United States population has completed a marathon. Throughout the world, about 1.1 million runners finish a marathon each year. That equates to approximately 0.01% of the global population. But you want to know what? I had to know, since Tadit was bragging about doing the bench presses, how many people out there can bench press their own body weight? I did some research. I found out this little fact. According to a study conducted by the American Council of Exercise, the ACE, approximately 65% of American men can bench press their own body weight. This number is based on a survey of 7,000 men and women between the ages of 18 and 79 who were asked to perform a 1 repetition maximum bench press. So my first question, Tatted, is this. Who has done the rarest feat, me or you? Oh, that's right. I have, because I ran my marathon and I finished it. And I understand the hell you got to go through to do that. I'm about to explain to you what you would have to do what I do. And I'm talking about the half marathon. Half marathon is about 13 miles, 13 and a half miles or whatever, right? Which would be a phenomenal feat. I actually just did that for practice a minute ago. Yeah, I did a half marathon for practice today. So Depending on your speed, yeah, I'm sweating under my arms, I know. But depending on what your goals are and how fast you want to finish your marathon, there's speed work that you have to do, right? What I tend to do is I'll get up sometimes between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. I will go to my gym. I will stretch, warm up a little bit, and I will get on the treadmill and I will run 6 to about 7 miles per hour for 1 hour. Okay. That's no big thing. I'm sure you could do that. That's not hard, right? But imagine this. You just got finished doing that, and then you want to do a double, and then you do it again at the end of the day. You barely get any sleep, and then you got to get up and you got to do 10 to 12 miles. You barely get any sleep after work and doing all your other activities, and you got to do that again and again. And then there's the long run where you got to do about anywhere between, depending on what your goals are, anywhere between 18 to 21 miles for practice. Now, that's not bench pressing. Bench pressing is a phenomenal feat. But I mean, you got to give me some credit, dude. I cover a lot of mileage. I cover a lot of mileage. Okay. And when you're doing these kind of things, you got to make sure that you're getting a certain amount of electrolytes. Do you know what an electrolyte is, Tadded? Please let me know in the comments, and I will educate you about electrolytes, because those things are used to hydrate your body. Do you know what it means to hydrate, Tadded? I can educate you on hydration as well. I can educate you about dehydration, because for the last 6 years, your channel has been lying about dehydration. Hey, G-Man, hey, G-Man, you got a UTI because you got a dirty. You know nothing about dehydration. You know absolutely nothing about it. And it shows that you ride the yellow bus. So I got to talk to you a certain way to get you to understand certain things and to save you from the embarrassment in the future, what you got to go through when you hear this kind of stuff. Okay? So let's go into this now. All right. Tadded, can you run 7 miles an hour for an hour? Can you do 8 miles an hour for an hour? Okay. Can you do 10 miles an hour for an hour? Yes or no? Are you willing to do weightless squats? You see, I can do squats with weights, but the problem with me is I have sciatica. Do you know what sciatica is, Tadded? Do you know what sciatica is? Do you know what the sciatic nerve is? Do you understand what happens when you try to do squats when you have sciatica, Tadded? If you don't, let me know in the comment section a little bit later, and I will gladly educate you about this. And what I'll do next time is I'll get the white jacket like Broke Nut used to do. Yeah, I'll get the glasses and I won't pretend to be smart. I actually will be smart on the topic, and I'll educate you on what sciatica is and why it's so difficult to do squats when you have that. Okay. But anyway, I do what we call weightless squats. No, Tadded, I don't do 10 squats. Tadded, I don't do 11 squats. I don't do 16 squats. That's if you have weight on it that you do that kind of thing. See, the more weight you do, the stronger your legs are going to get and the lesser your repetitions are going to be. When you have no weight, after 2 minutes, it becomes cardio. Shout out to Lee Lemon. After you do it for about 2 minutes, it becomes cardio. I do squats sometimes for 15 minutes straight. I can do 300 to 500 jumping jacks when I want to. I've done videos on it and shown people in real time that I can do it. Not to brag and not to boast, but this is here to educate you, sir, about what it takes to keep your body in shape to be able to finish one of those hells on earth called the marathon. And I call it that for a reason, because after you complete mile 17, you are going to experience pain you have never experienced before in your life. You will get cramps in places you didn't know that even existed. Imagine this, getting one of those cramps that you normally get in your hamstring, in your face, and in your chest, and in your stomach, and in both your groin areas, and your calves, your toenails explode off of your feet while you're still running. Imagine that. I'm sure your bench pressing will prepare you for that, Tadded, because you know so much about fitness. Actually, I think you know little to nothing. As a matter of fact, I strongly recommend nobody listens to Tadded when it comes to fitness, because this buffoon doesn't know anything about what you got to put your body through to be able to finish a marathon. I would ask him what what I needed to do to become a little faster. But I got a funny feeling it'd be apples and oranges. If I ask you, what do I need to do to get faster in a marathon? You're going to tell me to bench press. You're going to tell me to bench press. Tell me something, Tatted, in the Geek Room. What should I do after you complete mile 20? Arguably, the last 6 miles is the hardest thing that you're ever going to attempt to do in your entire life. Can you tell me about that? Can you tell me, how do you keep running when you can't move your leg no more? How do you keep running when both your legs are going through 4 to 5 cramps at one time and you can't get to the water station fast enough, or you don't drink enough of these before the marathon? Please educate me, enlighten me. I mean, I'm even willing to listen to people who ride the yellow bus. I listened to Drag for years. He pretended to know science. He doesn't know anything. I will educate you about evolution. Laughed a smack it down all over his candy behind. Even his own people was telling him he lost. So don't even go there. I still got those hangouts. So anytime I want, I could be a jerk and re-upload them and show everybody what people were saying about Brokenut regarding his debate on evolution. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about fitness, right? So what do I do before? What do I eat? Okay, so Tad, I'm assuming before you go to the gym to do your squats, to do your bench presses, I'm assuming you're eating a lot of a good combination of protein and carbs, but you're probably eating more protein and carbs because in order for your body to develop the muscles that you need the protein. You know what I mean, for your body to recover. You know what I eat before I run? Wait a second here. Let me show you what I eat. Hold on. I'm not going to show you everything, but sometimes when I run 10 miles, you want to know what's in my stomach? This can definitely get me through an hour. But sometimes this can get me through for 10 miles. Just a banana. Just a banana. If I gave you a banana and I told you to run 10 miles with me, you'd be like, Aah! That's what you would do. That's what you would do because you have no training. Now, what if I was a jerk and I said that, Tatted, all you can do is have a strong chest and you don't know nothing about endurance? Did you understand? Do you understand who will live longer if me and you die of natural causes? You want to know the really embarrassing fact? I have a stronger heart than you do. People who do cardio have a stronger heart than a person who just, and when you get to a certain age, all that turns into fat. Like, I'm just keeping it real, dude. You don't know nothing about the topic. I get that I'm a Christian and you're an atheist and you don't like me and you don't want to agree, but you don't got to get on here and make a fool out of yourself on the World Wide Web. Hey, G-Man, you finished at 4 hours and I got another statistic I want to show people here in a minute, just so I can laugh at the Geek Room. You want to know why? You want to know why I'm about to do this? It's because, again, the Geek Room want to act like they know so much. They want to know that they think they know so much. Did you know? Hold on, let me do this here real quick. That's not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here we go. You're gonna love this, Tatted. Check this out. Brian and Frank and all of you guys, if you wasn't stalking females on here so much and you guys was actually doing your thing, you would actually know. You would actually know what to do here, right? So let's go here real quick. I think this is it here. What is the average marathon finish time? I want y'all to pay attention to this here real quick, okay? 4 hours and 48 minutes and 45 seconds is the average time a person will finish a marathon. Do you understand the words coming out my mouth? I finished at 4:34. At least that's what it said when I passed it. I have a picture with me actually going through the finish line, and I know what it said. Now, there's the adjusted time. Okay? So, you're sitting there and you're laughing at me, and you're saying that let me tell you something, that 75-year-old will beat you too. Because I doubt you can run to your refrigerator very fast. To go get your Twinkies and your donuts and everything else that goes bumping tonight to go get. You don't know nothing about raw vegetables. You don't know nothing about antioxidants. You don't know nothing about amino acids. You don't know nothing about, like, for example, how much salt do you consume? Tad. You're probably thinking, well, Jimmy, you're not supposed to consume salt because when you consume salt, you get high blood pressure. I'm about to educate you again here. Tad. Hold on a minute. Let me show you what I do now that I learned the real importance of electrolytes. My best friend in the world is this. And I consume a lot of this. Sometimes 2,000 milligrams before I go out and I run. Sometimes. Just depends. And what I particularly like is this Himalayan pink salt. Absolutely awesome. I'll take 3 or 4 of these before I actually go run. I'll mix that up with a little bit of potassium. Do you know what potassium is? Did you learn chemistry, Tad? Then I use this other supplement that has lactate in it, vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium, which you all need to be able to perform well when you're running. I just recently got this. I didn't use this in my previous marathon. It's called Sport Legs. I can educate you about this, Tad, but I think you're starting to understand you know little to nothing about these topics. Okay? So I consume probably in a week anywhere between 6,000 to 7,000 milligrams of salt. And no, I don't have hypertension. I have hypotension. That means I can consume all the salt I want, and I don't have to worry about my blood pressure going up. Do you understand that, Tad? I don't think you do. And the reason why I showed you this is because this is a combination of carbohydrates and potassium. Excellent energy for a person that wants to lose weight and a person that wants to be able to do endurance really well. I want to do a poll. I want to know who y'all think is smarter. Do you think that Shani is smarter than Tad? Because why would this man get on social media on the World Wide Web and get on here and talk about a topic that's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts and know nothing about it, and doesn't know anything about it himself? Reminds me of scientist Sam when I was talking to him about cancer. Well, I'm a biologist. I don't know a whole lot about biochemistry. I gotta bring my friend back on here. What was his name? I forget his name, but one time we was on the TST or JD Kane's channel, and we was talking about cancer, and we was talking about alternative treatments for cancer. And scientist Sam came in there acting like he had his degree, acting like he was just going to destroy everybody. Let me tell you guys something. Never be intimidated with somebody who's got a science degree, because they only specialize in one particular field. That's number one. And then number two, there is a difference between the recommended daily allowance, okay, that the government gives you, okay, and then the I think it's ODA, if I'm not mistaken. But you can actually take more of a particular vitamin or a mineral depending on what the mineral is, and it will not harm you. It'll simply pass through your body. Now, I don't suggest you do that with calcium, because if you do it with calcium, then you can get kidney stones and whatnot. But I'm talking about like certain vitamins that you can actually take, where you can take more than the recommended daily allowance. And please don't take my word for it. Go see a doctor. All right. And they'll be able to tell you what you can take, because a lot of times they'll give you more than what you need depending on what your deficiency is. Okay. But there is treatments that you can take that don't involve radiation that can help you deal with cancer. And I get laughed at all the time until it's time to have a one-on-one conversation. See, I don't care about people laughing at me in the chat. That don't bother me no more. What I care about is when I put the link out there and I say, let's talk about it, and you run for the hills. Because you're an expert in the chat, you suck in person. You just stink in person. You just do. Because when it's time to talk about it, well, my computer ain't running on Google fast enough for me to get the information. If you were so confident about what you were saying, you would be able to talk about it without Google. Right? Let's keep it $1.50, right? So, Tad, how about this? Because I'm looking for something else to do with this channel. If you want, I can make this into a fitness channel. And I can actually teach you how to do something other than bench press. Because that seems to be your claim to fame. Bench pressing is impressive. 65% of people out there are actually doing it. And they can do their own body weight. You're in a different category because you can do more than your body weight. Even though we have no idea how much you weigh, I'm just going to assume you're about 200 pounds. Because if you're 150 and you're bench pressing and you're bench pressing 350, that's pretty impressive. You shouldn't be on YouTube. You should be on a WBF or something. The World Body Federation, Body and Fitness Federation, or whatever. Shouldn't be wasting your time talking to a person like me. You should be out there making professional money if you're that strong. Maybe you should get a piece of iron and start bending it or something. Maybe that impress everybody. That impress everybody if you bend a piece of iron. But Tatted, I would love to have a conversation with you, Tatted, about fitness one day. If you don't mind, one day, perhaps we can go to a neutral YouTube channel where I don't have the power, okay, to mute you and to shut you up whenever you want. You don't have the power. Perhaps we can go on a channel like S.J. Thomas's YouTube channel, or I seriously doubt Carrie will allow me to bring you on her channel because she doesn't care for you either. But I can find a neutral YouTube channel where they won't show either of us favoritism. And we can talk about who knows the most about fitness, who actually applies it to their lives as opposed to people who just blah, 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 and just talk on here. Just keeping it real. Okay? If you're going to come after G-Man, okay, I'm not like a lot of these other people on here. You don't scare me. If I don't know something, I don't know it. I don't know it. But when I do know what I'm talking about, I wear a size 11 and I know where to stick it. All right. And I will do it. I have no problem with that. I will show you why you are wrong and why you should be laughing at yourself and not laughing at me. Yeah, G-Man ran a marathon and G-Man finished at 4 hours and 34 minutes. You won't even attempt a marathon. What does that say about you? You won't even attempt it. You won't even attempt it. I know other YouTubers on here who actually run marathons. I can have serious conversations with them. I can't have a serious conversation with you because you've never done it in your life and you probably never will. Especially one that I'm part of, because I would rather drop dead and pass out than let you pass me. That will never happen. See, when I met your BFF, your side chick, Dragnut, and I met all those other people, I challenged all of them to a race. And you want to know what they told me? Well, I didn't come out here to race. I didn't come out here to do this. I didn't come out here to do. But they got all the jokes on the YouTube. But in person, these people ain't got nothing to say to me. I would love to meet you in person, Tatted, and have a race and find out who's in better shape. Because if I race you, I'm going to want to race for 15 to 20 miles. I don't want to do that from one corner to another. That's sprinting. I want to show you I want to motivate you to be better than what you are, which is average. You understand? So, man, I hope the Geek Room got something out of this. I hate laying down the smack it down on people on here who make themselves easy targets. All right? And I'm not getting on here being non-Christian and all this other stuff and whatnot. It's just I got some time in my hands and I wanted to address how much you don't know about this topic. You don't know the difference between strength and endurance. You don't know the difference between plyometrics and strength. You don't know nothing about this stuff, dude. Because if you did, you wouldn't be making these stupid statements. You just wouldn't. Let's go to the comments and see what you guys are saying. Let me see something. Okay, let's find some Geek Room members because I'm pretty sure they didn't come here. They'll wait to go on their channel. G-Man is paying for expensive pee. LOL. These look like bootleg supplements. Well, Scientist Sam, you're another one. You know, with your karate. Hiya! 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 You clearly know nothing about this. I mean, the last time I think I checked you out is when you had your Scientist Sam channel before you started being a racist and all that other stuff and whatnot. And you started thinking it was funny to laugh at dead black people and everything and whatnot while claiming you marched and whatnot. And I do recall you on Skype or something like that showing everybody that you had some abdominals. Impressive. You eat well. I must get you a milk bone when I get an opportunity. Very impressive. But if you don't understand supplementation, Mr. Scientist, I would the same thing I said about drag when I said that you did his homework. I'm willing to bet somebody else did yours too. Tell me something, Scientist Sam. Why is potassium and magnesium so important? Why don't you go to Google and go learn something and tell us all about it? And tell us why potassium and magnesium is so important. Sure, you know. Not. We already knew you were salty, Gare Bear. We already knew you were salty, Gare Bear. Wait a minute. Isn't that Brian? Can somebody tell me who Brian is? Like, I know he's a member of the Geek Room, but isn't that the one with the big head that nobody talks about except me? I am literally the only YouTuber on social media that gives this guy any attention. How you doing, Brian? Goodbye, Brian. Keep leaving your comments. When you do something significant on here, I will take you seriously. Okay, you haven't done nothing. Sorry. I mean, at least Frank stalked somebody. Let me see something here. And Tatted got some tattoos. I don't know what you did. Okay. He even got to introduce himself to scientists. Hi, Sam. I'm Brian. Oh man. Okay, so let me see something here. He's going to show his banner again. Banana again. He's going to show his banana again. Oh, I forgot. You guys can't spell. My bad. Let me see something here. Hey, that's not me saying that, ladies and gents. That's him. I'm not saying that's him saying that. He says that G-Man is pathetic. Scientist Sam, why did you take down your channel? Where are all of your videos? What happened? Did Grand Ultimate Villain have something to do with that? Please, just let everybody know what happened to all of those wonderful, boring videos that nobody ever watched on your YouTube channel are. I know where they went. You took them down because you wasn't man enough to admit you're racist. Moving on. How do you know he doesn't do cardio? He does, dummy. Well, here's my thing. He doesn't do cardio because all he talks about is bench press. And he can bench press 350. The end. I'm dead serious. All I can go by is what people say on YouTube. See, I'm not stalkers like they are. I don't go behind the scenes, try to find a little detail that goes on in their life. No, I depend on other people to do that, but I don't do that. You understand? So anyway, let's see something here. I hope that answers your question. But when all you talk about is picking up 350 pounds, which a lot of us can do, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Okay, let me see something here. Okay. By the way, shout out to Dark Ninja. Hi-yo! Yo, Dark Ninja, I will buy that opener you have. I will literally pay you for your opener. That is the dopest opener I've ever seen on YouTube. What we're dealing with. Please come out with the documentaries. Keep exposing these guys, because I love it when you guys, when you expose the dork room. I love it. I absolutely love it. They're nothing but a bunch of cyber bullies. They will never, ever, 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 ever invite me to a meetup in New York. And I'm dying to meet my buddy. I haven't seen my buddy Dragnet in so many years. You know, I haven't seen. I would love to be able to do another meetup, because I'm telling you, the next meetup we do, it's gonna be live. It ain't gonna be no more Mr. Nice Guy with me. It's gonna be camera in your face, and it's gonna be, okay, so you said I would never do this, I would never do this, and I'm gonna show you what kind of person I am. I thought, like, Tatted, I just want to hug you, man, and tell you it's all good, dude. Just YouTube, dude. What's up, man? What's going on? What's up? How about we be respectful now? Because neither one of us want to get emotional in person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Because Rev talked all that talk, and Rev did absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure you're the same way, especially with your criminal record and everything. Just saying. Let me see. Okay. All right, let's see what you guys are saying now. Have I seen Dark Ninja being exposed? I've seen a few videos of people talking about Dark Ninja. I've seen some people in some hangouts, but that's a totally different crew. That's a totally different crew of people that's out there that I don't really know that much about. I like to research my people before I talk about them. You know what I mean? Especially learning about what happened to Drag. You know, you can't be too careful. You know, because I know me and I know how I handle things, and I don't handle things the way these average YouTubers do. I just don't. You ain't gonna get nothing accomplished that way. No, there's other ways to get things done if you smell what The Rock is cooking. You know what The Rock's been saying on wrestling lately? That I like, even calling himself the final boss. And you want to know what I am to the Geek Room? I'm the final boss. Because they can't do nothing to me. Because I know what they're all about now, and I know where they get their strength. I know what their weaknesses are, and they can't really say nothing to me no more. They can't come over here and claim to be successful people like they did in the past when I knew nothing. Oh, I'm successful. I have a business. I have a great job. And are you done lying yet? You ain't got none of that stuff. Stop it. 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 You're barely getting donations on your channel anymore. Just stop it. You're not even relevant on here no more. The only reason I'm talking about you because I'm bored. That's it. Let me see something here. You just threatened to say that you would had to pray away blowing someone's head off. Oh, whoa. Let's go to Crew Gaming. This must be Frankie. Frankie here using a sock account. He says, you just threatened to say that you had to pray away. Yes, I do have to pray away that. That's pretty common, actually. See, this is proof. A lot of y'all say y'all a lot of these people in the Geek Room, they claim that they used to be Christians and they used to go to church, but then they'd have no idea what they were talking about in church. Yeah, I am tempted to do certain things. I don't. I'm an open book like that. Yeah. G-Man was tempted to go out and do something. G-Man did not do it. Praise the Lord. I'm not sitting here saying I never said that, because I did. And you want to know why people don't care? I owned it. And Dragnet told you guys I would never do that. Dragnet's an idiot. When are you guys going to understand that? Why do you think he's run south for the winter? I would love nothing more for him to come out of retirement and try me. I would love nothing more than that. You want to know why? Because it's not even an even playing field. No, it's not even fair no more what I can do. So I'm not worried about him. He knows better. You need to stay on Clubhouse or www.irrelevancy, where he is and whatnot, and stay the heck away from me. That's what he needs to do. For those of you who are Christians and know my attitude about things and whatnot, I know y'all getting y'all laugh on right now, because most of the stuff I'm saying on here about some of these atheists, y'all know just to. But when it comes to Tatted, I ain't a smart dude. You don't sit there and compare yourself a bodybuilder to a person who runs marathons. What kind of a moron does that? Tell me something, Tatted. You must be like in the bedroom. You must be like a person who's like the 1 minute and a half dude in the bedroom, dude, because I can actually go through the science, something that you know nothing about a person who does endurance. I can hold my breath a lot longer than you. I'll put it to you that way. And I can definitely endure longer than you. I'll put it to you that way versus a person who can just give me a break, dude. Like, sit your behind down and let the adults talk. Cruz says, someone can work on their body and still work on car. Yeah, they can. Yes, they can. Okay. Yes, they can. But if he did as much cardio as I did and tried to do 350 pounds of bench pressing, he wouldn't be able to do it. It's not possible. Do you understand that, Crude? Or are you still wondering what kind of underwear Betty's wearing? gonna tell you something, crew. You're lucky. 90% of the stuff that no, not 90%. Maybe 55% of the things that I recently learned about you guys. You're just lucky I didn't know about this on GTV, because Miss Parker definitely wouldn't have been the only person that got that work. You're lucky. You're definitely lucky, dude. I made a promise on here. I'm going to keep my promise until you step over that line, because when you do that, bye-bye. And I'm not talking about no flagging. I'm not even talking about suing. You're going to wish I did that. You're going to wish I did that. You think Dark Ninja exposed you? Woo-wee! You just don't know. And by the way, Crude, I'm gonna buy you some. I'm gonna buy you a present for Christmas. I'm gonna buy you some shears. It's time for a haircut, dude. Like across the board. Look like a girl, dude. Like honestly, you need to go get a haircut. Anyway, so let's see something here. Get her on a panel. Ask Betty about Frank and see what she has to say. No, they can't talk about each other. So I'm not gonna do that. Wait. Where is it? Because he's defending his BFF. And this is Frank's knowledge. Yeah, it's called balancing between cardio and strength training. So I'm gonna say this real slow this time, because you ride. I'm just saying, you ride the. When you do as much cardio as I do, it is not possible for you to be able to bench press 350 pounds, because that would require you to gain a certain amount of weight and a certain amount of muscle mass. Without the muscle mass, you would never be able to lift that kind of weight. If you had to go out there and burn the amount of calories, sometimes I go out there and I burn 2,500 calories. Sometimes I burn 3,000 calories. Burn them. You need them in order to be able for your body to bulk up to be able to do that. This is what I'm talking about. You guys are not educated on this stuff at all. You're really not. You're not educated at all, Crude. Time to go back to school, dude. And G-Man's your teacher. G-Man is your teacher. And unlike your other teachers, I'm not going to give you a passing grade because you're willing to break the law and all other stuff and whatnot. You have to actually earn your grades when you're dealing with me. Just saying. One day I got to bring Gentleman Pioneer on here, and maybe we can just educate them on the final parts, on the final parts of. As a matter of fact, that ain't a bad idea. I might actually go to Gentleman Pioneer's house, because a lot of you GeekRoom members actually think you know who he is and whatnot. I actually know where the man lives, so I can actually go to his house. And I can do a show there without showing his face or anything like that. And we can actually laugh at the GeekRoom for not knowing nothing about fitness. And I can actually go to a gym, work out, and show you scientifically speaking why you can't do that. So GeekRoom, I want to know something, because you used to ask me this years ago. G-Man, how does it feel, G-Man, to be trolled? G-Man, how does it feel to have somebody make a video about you? Well, tell me this, GeekRoom. How does it feel to be corrected by G-Man? Must feel pretty good. Well, actually, in your case, it might be kind of bad, because you're not supposed to have a person like me correcting you like this. I'm supposed to be this dumb idiot that's supposed to be on Ritalin and ain't supposed to be too bright and know anything. That's what I'm supposed to be, because according to Brokenut, that's what he was saying in public, but in private, be careful with G-Man. Don't take him seriously. Don't let him control the conversation. Like, I know what you guys were talking about. I was in some of those conversations. I was in some of those conversations. Like, you guys are not as smart as you think you are. You really aren't. When I started figuring out what you guys was all about, it was over after that. It was over. It was over. Yes, I have. I corrected everything. You haven't corrected anything. You just tried to boost yourself. Well, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. You don't know the difference between cardio and strength, dude. You really don't. And to prove it, Frank, watch this, guys. Remember what I said earlier? Real man, little children. Watch this. Come on, Frank. Bring your sock account in here. And let's have a chit chat about this. And let's see what you proved. Come on, Frank. I won't bite you. I won't bite you. Get your Rudy Poo candy behind in this room so G-Man can lay off the smack F down all over your stalking behind, dude. Come in here. Let's go. Come on. You little scaredy cat. If I didn't correct you, then you should click the link. You come in here. You can be able to take me on. Actually, you know what? Let's not even do the chicken thingy because at this particular point, everybody knows you're not coming in here. And if you do come in here, you'll probably bring up a different topic because you don't know how to stay on topic because you ride the yellow bus. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? This is G-Man. I'm not one of these people that's going to let you just say whatever you want and then don't challenge you. It ain't going to work like that. I'm one of them people. That's what makes me dangerous. It makes me very dangerous because I know what I can do with a click of a button. So apparently it looks like we got Frank in the background. Frank, you got to prove it's you first of all, dude. Matter of fact, you ain't got to prove it's you. Hold on. You ain't got to prove it's you. Hold on. You ain't got to prove it's you. I have another way of doing this. What's up, Frank?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up? So I didn't correct you or anything like that, right? I didn't correct Taddy. So why don't you educate, so it's a fair conversation. I'm going to mute my microphone. Why don't you educate my audience on cardio and strength and then tell me, since you've seen this from the very beginning, you can tell everybody how I'm wrong. I'm going to mute. Go ahead.
One thing I said that you can do a balanced workout where you can train cardio and strength train at the same time. That's all I said.
All right, so you finished? Where is that? You got more you want to say?
No, I'm finished.
Yeah. Now, what is it called when you do cardio and you do when you do cardio and fitness and strength at the same time? What is it called? It's called plyometrics, right?
Okay.
Okay. It's when you actually, like for example, just to give people a simple example of it, it's when you could do 25 jumping jacks and then you can immediately do 25 push-ups, and then you can do 25 jumping jacks and then you can do 25 push-ups. It's a combination.
So you can be buff and still bench press 300 pounds and still
you cannot. It's impossible to build to be
why,
able to.
Why is it impossible?
100 pounds over. Hold on a minute. Is assuming he's 200 pounds. Or 250 pounds. Well, 200 pounds, because if he's saying he's lifting 350 and he can lift 150 pounds over his weight, that makes him strong. So in order for him to do that, he has to bulk up. You can't do that doing jumping jacks and push-ups, doing plyometrics. You have to do a lot of heavy lifting in order to do that. You understand? So I get and understand what plyometrics is. I don't think you understand what it takes to be able to do that.
Your original claim was he was about 300 pounds, and that's why he couldn't do it. If he's 200 pounds, he can still do strength, and he can still do cardio because he does both.
Because I don't trust that you're gonna. Why don't you just show everybody your face?
I'm on my phone right now.
Oh, you're on your phone. So cut the camera
on. It's me. It's me. Like, why do I got to cut? No, I don't have to cut the camera on. Why does it matter if I have to cut the camera on?
Because everybody wants to see you. Cut your camera on. I don't hate you.
I'm good.
But listen to me, Frank. Despite our differences in our education,
there's no reason for me to cut the camera on.
I don't just talking to you. I
don't hate you either.
No. Let me finish because there's something else I got to say about this. I just think that you got some dues to pay on here, dude. Because the stuff that you said about me throughout the years is payback time, dude. It really is.
Okay, you can talk about us all you want, but
payback time, dude. So
you can talk again. You can talk about us all you want. We really don't care. We haven't talked about you in months.
Of course you don't. You're the same person that I called out and then didn't want to come in here, and literally 2 minutes later went on your community tab and said, "G-Man, why don't you come into the room?" Then emailed me and said that you'll talk to me one-on-one. Stop.
No. Hold on. Can I tell you something? Because I was actually in your chat every time you asked for me to come in. I was trying to get you to give me the link. You never gave me the link.
Dark Ninja, what's up? Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just entertaining my audience. Anyway, go ahead.
Did you hear me?
No. Say it again.
Because those videos that you're talking about was me saying that I was asking for the link and you never gave me the link.
No, I gave the link. You just claimed that you
never.
That you have 100 million stock accounts, so you could just use one. Anybody can see.
I only got 3 accounts, so I don't have them. You never gave out the link. You can literally see
that link out to somebody who's got 0 subscribers to 1 billion subscribers. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your net worth is. If I think you're wrong about something, I'm going to talk to you about it.
You never gave out the link until just recently.
Yes, I did. That's today.
No, you didn't.
Frank out there today. I'm talking about in previous videos. But anyway, that's
in previous videos you never did.
Your boy.
Now,
What was so funny
you
about me
literally go
finishing,
into your videos.
what
and
was
see
so
that
funny
you never
about
get
me finishing my marathon at 4:34? Because I missed it.
Because you're so damn boastful that you sit there and you can't run faster than a 70-year-old. A 70-year-old beats you. That's what's so funny. Okay. And plus, we harp on it because we know it gets on your nerves. And this video here proves it. Because you've been thinking about this for months when we haven't even talked about you. It just kind of goes to show that we're still on your mind when we haven't talked about you, which is kind of cute.
Okay, so there's a lot of stupid that just came out of your mouth. So let's just go with the first thing.
There's a lot of stupid that just came out of this video too.
That a 70-year-old beat me, and that makes what point for you?
I said you were being boastful. Hold on. If you let me talk, I saying you were being boastful about your times, and when you found out that a 7-year-old.
Okay, so stop there then. Let's deal with that point there. Listen to me, Frank, and I've been trying to say this for the last 11 years here on YouTube. And I've been studying narcissists on the internet. You're one of them.
Not really, but
yes, you are.
I'm a narcissist.
How can I put this? It's not my, and I don't mean to hurt your feelings by saying this, but it's not my fault you have no self-esteem. Because I get on here and I say I ran a marathon. I was bragging about it. Why don't you show the video where I was bragging about it? I wasn't bragging about it. I've been telling people
you're bragging in this video, dummy.
No, I'm not in this
yes,
video.
You were. You're like,
oh my God, look how many people sat there and actually ran the marathon 0.001%.
No. The whole
that's exactly what you said.
The purpose
is it's being boastful. We haven't talked about you in months, G-Man, and you're still standing there salty about it. Like, oh my God, G-Man, TGR so mean to me. I can't. I need my wiener juice.
Okay, so the purpose of me doing this video, because number one, I had nothing to do, and I was a little bored, and I decided to.
Sorry.
And I decided to get on here and address the tatted nonsense. What tatted knows
that we haven't about what?
Wait a minute, hold on.
When we
still talking, Frank? I'm still talking. I'm literally just still talking. You just got on my case about interrupting you. Let me finish. How about that? Okay.
Oh, God.
So look here, okay? I'm doing this video here today to educate my audience on why your channel is stupid when it comes to fitness.
Your audience
That's literally why I'm doing this. You guys get on here, you make fun of Carrie, you make fun of Sabella, you make fun of Nick, you make fun of a lot of people, but you little babies don't like it. You little cupcakes don't like it when somebody gets on here and point out what you don't know. And believe you me, this is nothing.
Hey, G-Man, do you know what our kind of
almost everything y'all talk about on that channel, y'all know nothing about? I can destroy you guys politically, scientifically, religiously. Don't even get me started with half the people that would love to talk to you cowards. Trust me, because you're running from rebuke and reprove. You've been running from
we give him years. Actually, no, we've actually invited him on. He won't come on because we
stay here and talk to you, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll stay in there and talk to him for a minute.
Anyway,
I got a couple minutes.
Here's the thing, ladies and gents. Here's the thing. This man didn't even know it was plyometrics. This man thinks that you can do 25 jumping jacks and you can do 25 push-ups, and then that's going to get you enough strength to be able to bench press 350 pounds. No, it doesn't work that way, Frank. It depends on how much he weighs. It depends on his muscle mass proportion to how much fat he has. It depends on his dedication. It depends on his heavy lifting. It depends on a lot of different things. And it also depends on his nutrition. Okay? You're sitting there saying you can do plyometrics. And no, you cannot. That's probably going to give you more of an athletic build and not a bulky build to be able to lift that much weight. I know more about this topic than you because I went to school for it. I don't think you did. Right.
Do you know what kind of build he has?
That's what I've been asking him for years. I said, listen, why don't you show everybody what you can do? Go to a gym or something. Do a video like Dragnut when he went on there and he was walking to his car and he was going.
So you've been asking us for years to do a video on.
Hey, Dragnut, how you doing, dude? You still.
Actually, I've seen a picture of Dragnut. He's actually dropped a good bit of weight. He's looking good. So.
What?
I said I've seen a picture of Dragnut just recently. He's actually lost a good bit of weight and he's looking good.
Well, it's about time. Congratulations. Does he know Jesus as his Lord and Savior?
I don't think he cares.
If he doesn't know Jesus as a Savior, then he hasn't done nothing yet. So, but congratulations, Dragnut, if you did lose a pound, though. Congratulations.
No, you just sat there and said that he was wheezing and breathing hard when I said.
No, he was. When
he
walks in,
he's actually.
This dude used to do.
No, what I was trying to say is that you sitting there making fun of him saying he's wheezing.
Wait, hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. So Dragnut used to make these videos called G-Man Exposed, right? The Summer of G-Man, right? And while he was doing it, he would walk to his car. Yeah, I exaggerated a little bit, but he was like walking to his car. You know, he's so lazy, he can't even put his shirt on. And I'm supposed to believe this man works out. Give me a break. Come on now, stop it. Just stop it. He's so insecure, he's got to walk around with his science jacket on. Just stop it. Just stop it. If that knucklehead ever desires to come on here and try Summer of G-Man 3, every time he makes a video, G-Man is going to respond, and I'm going to lay off the... let me tell you something. I'm going to do what I should.
You really want him to come back, don't you?
No, not really.
Then why he used to get
because you're irrelevant.
So
is the in terms of the grand scheme of things and being like a voice on here. Like, because I ain't gonna lie, one time your channel, Miss Parker, Dragnut, who's the other person? I was associated with
BGTV name, you know you want to.
I think it was Scientist Sam. No, not Sam, because nobody really cared about what that dork had to say. But there was one other channel. BGTV. See, I don't even remember half these people. So BGTV, you guys used to be the bomb. Everybody used to talk about you guys and watch you guys now. You know what I mean?
You know why?
Come to people's channels. Hold on a minute. And then people used to go on my channel and repeat everything that you guys said. You want to know how many people do that now? Almost nobody.
Do you want to know why?
You want to know why nobody's doing it? I know why. I'm about to tell you why. Because
no,
you're
can I? Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're irrelevant.
Exactly. I'm not even going to argue on that reason. Here's the thing: when we quote unquote peaked was during COVID, and nobody had nothing to do. So what did they do? They watched YouTube. That's when we peaked. We haven't peaked.
I can't believe it. I'm proud of you, Frank. I'm proud of you.
We've always said that. Like, G-Man, we have always
that he's wrong. He finally
about what?
that he's wrong. Frank, you deserve a round of applause. This is
what did I say I was wrong about?
For you, dude. Yo, you must have got up on the right side of the bed. That's a huge accomplishment for you, man.
What did I say I was wrong about? I said during when COVID happened.
And I called it and I said this ain't gonna last too much longer, and it didn't last too much longer. So congratulations.
Wait, I said what? Hold on, I said what?
Why are you guys betraying Sabella? I'm just curious because from what I can understand, when Shanny first moved to Boulder in the beginning, and they was doing justice for Shanny.
You're kind of bringing up irrelevant stuff.
Wait a minute, I've always wanted to know this though. Hold on a minute. Just hear me out, and then I'll answer one of your questions, okay? So Sabella was downloading everything and giving it to you guys. Now all of a sudden y'all going after her. I don't understand that. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have the content that you have.
Okay, Ferris, you downloaded a lot of good Shanny stuff, but here's the thing: we've always said on our channel, anyone can get the smoke. It doesn't matter who it is, even if we like them. Anyone can get the smoke.
Wow.
At one point, hold on, let me. At one point, I liked the people on the GD podcast. Even they got the smoke because they were doing stupid stuff.
Well, what about you? When are you going to address what Mr. Sam? Well, actually, you're not going to do it because you make excuses for him. But when somebody else does it, is you got to expose Scientist Sam. You're a hypocrite, dude. Because Scientist Sam went on your channel, said what he said, whether you were there or not is irrelevant. He ain't getting no smoke. The only people that gave him the smoke, honestly, from your community. I'm talking about from the people who, because there are people out there with you guys, have certain ideologies and y'all agree on things. The only person I saw, and please forgive me, YouTube, if there's somebody else out there and I didn't see it, please forgive me. Right now, I'm just going by this one person. The only person I know that really called out Scientist Sam, and I'm talking about in a deep way, was Grand Ultimate Villain. I mean, I don't know nobody else. You ain't getting nobody no smoke. Give me a break. Your people can say whatever they want on your channel, and nobody.
Can I actually tell you something? Because
let somebody from my community do something. I'll show you what smoke looks like. Yeah.
What I was going to say was, before you kept just rambling on, we definitely got the smoke. And as you can see, I had never pulled up any video when people were talking about the joke that was made on our channel. The reason why is because they had their own reason why they didn't like the joke. I never pulled any videos. We had multiple people make videos on us.
Sam was not canceled. He should have been canceled for that, because to this very day he hasn't apologized for that. He should have been.
He has apologized on Todd's channel.
That man hasn't apologized.
But again, you just kind of skirted by. Hold on. You just kind of skirted by what I just said. I said multiple people actually made videos on us about that. But
Oh,
you
I
want to
know
sit there and
that.
said he didn't. No, you didn't, because you just
Yes,
said,
I
only
did. I
person
played
that.
the
No,
videos
you
on my
didn't.
channel.
Because you just said that the only person that was giving him smoke was Grant Ultimate Villain.
I'm talking
When
about
I
you.
said that,
That was
when
done
I
on
said,
your
when
channel.
I said people came after us, multiple people made videos on about the joke that was made.
Listen to me.
So yes, we
earlier,
got the smoke, but here's the
I
thing:
understand the
when
bus thing
people
and
came
whatnot,
onto
and
our,
whipping that
when
you
people
probably didn't take
started
today.
talking about us, I didn't
I
pull it.
understand that, Frank. But this is what
No,
you're
you
not
don't.
hearing.
You're not
and
hearing a lot of
Taddy
things because you can't shut your
made
mouth
a
for about
bunch
5
of
minutes.
excuses. Listen to me. You and Taddy.
I didn't make
And
up
this is why I
anything.
love the archive channels, because I can show people where the two of you did nothing but make a bunch of excuses for him. You do not want to go through that smoke again, dude. You don't.
There's no smoke to be had because nobody cares
You
about
wanna
it
make a
anymore.
bet? Because every now and then you like to sit there and say that G-Man's friends with racists and child abusers. Or you better believe G-Man can bring some stuff up if he wants to.
You were.
I was, as in past tense.
And that's what I've always said. I said you were friends.
Why don't you
I
do
said
it
you
twice
were.
in one day and actually admit that you was wrong when you recently
How about you
came
kiss
out
my butt?
when a couple of months ago you made a video claiming that G-Man was friends with child abusers, racist. Come on.
Hold on. What did you say? That G-Man was friends?
That G-Man, listen to me. You made a
Were
YouTube video.
friends? G-Man
Hold on a minute. Don't try to make me forget what I'm gonna say. You made a YouTube video saying that G-Man was friends, and I'm talking about as in the present. That G-Man is friends with
I
racists.
said no, because I had never said that.
No. When you said that, you meant it in the present.
You can mute me, but I can unmute me too.
Hold on a minute, Frank. I'm not finished. You meant in the present that I was friends.
You lost the battle there, buddy.
You trying to show all these old videos.
You just lost it. You just said that G-Man was friends with Shanny and Rev, because that's exactly what I said.
You wonder why you're
I
irrelevant.
said you was friends. I didn't say you were friends. I didn't say you're friends now, did I, G-Man? No, I didn't. I said you was friends.
You wonder why you're irrelevant.
That's exactly what you just said.
You wonder why you're irrelevant. You know? You wonder.
You just mad because you just got called out. You just mad because you just you just sat there and said that Frank said that G-Man was friends. Exactly what I said. You was friends with Shanny or Rev, dipshit.
Okay. You said that in the present, especially when I went
No.
Was is not. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. So let's say I'm wrong.
My God, stop muting me,
let's
you
say
baby
I'm
back
wrong.
bitch.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. The Lord just gave me something here. Hold on a minute. Let me get this straight here. You're saying that you said that in the past I was friends with racists?
Yes.
You know what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me something, Frank. What was it like being friends with racists yourself? People that were racist. Curious.
Nice deflection there, dipshit.
According to you, Sabella's a racist.
Nice deflection. Nice deflection.
Sabella had a Confederate flag, and you tried to say that
nice deflection.
Hold on a minute.
Are you? Wait a minute. Are you calling Sabella racist right now?
Hold on a minute.
Damn, G-Man.
You was friends. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
That's not nice.
Then you was friends with Scientist Sam.
Why are you calling Sabella racist?
Everybody knows it. Well, he ain't racist. I think he's probably prejudiced and maybe a little bit racist too. He don't like black people. I know that.
You just said he's not racist, but
he's a little bit racist and he's prejudiced.
Nice deflection there, G-Man. Nice deflection.
Sabella's not a racist. I think you owe Sabella an apology.
I don't owe anybody an apology.
I think you owe Sabella an apology.
I think you can lick my taint.
Okay. So Sabella, this is his logic, Sabella. I don't agree with it. He's saying that because you had a Confederate flag in your house, that made you racist, right?
Here's the thing. What I will say. Hold on.
Therefore, he's a racist himself. According to
hold on. I can tell you right now that I was never friends with Sabella. Just because we talked to each other and
they used you, Sabella. You hear that? They used you.
I was never friends with Sabella. And there's a lot of people that are in our chat that I'm not friends with. I'm acquaintances. But there's very few people that I'm actually friends.
I got a recommendation.
No. Don't change the subject right now. There's very few people that I'm not friends.
Games. I ain't changing the topic. You can't talk about nothing without contradicting yourself. So why don't you just go and play video games like you guys did when you originally got on YouTube? You guys don't know how to talk about nothing.
Dude, you have changed the subject like 5 times.
What?
You have changed the subject about 5 times today.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
No,
you
I
did,
didn't.
because we first
You know
first
nothing
topic
about
was
fitness.
fitness, then next topic
You're
was
ignorant about
racism,
racism,
then the next
and
topic
then
was
you lost in
cerebellum.
court. Whatever, dude.
I didn't lose in court.
Yes, you did. When you had to pay that $500, it doesn't make a difference. You did.
That's
So
called a
whatever.
settlement,
You ain't
G-Man.
win.
Do you
Oh,
know what a
you ain't
settlement
win.
is?
You ain't
Do you
win.
know
I know
what a
what a settlement
settlement is?
is. That's you saying, well, I know I lost, but let's come to an
No,
agreement.
that
So you gotta
doesn't.
go to
No,
prison
it
for this
doesn't. So
stuff that
basically,
I did.
here's the thing: is my lawyer, who I paid about $4,000
Your
for,
lawyer
said,
was not a
"Hey,
good lawyer at all. Your lawyer was
no,
not a
he
good
was a
lawyer
good
at all.
lawyer because he got that case dismissed."
Your lawyer
Anyway,
is not a good lawyer because you lost.
no,
If you
I
was a
didn't.
competitive man like you were supposed to be, you would have won that. Actually, no, you wouldn't, because stalking's illegal. You know, it's illegal. It's illegal, dude. Let's just get over it. Learn from it and don't do it again. That's all you gotta do. Learn from it and don't do it again. But listen, I know Dragnut educated you about me and told you
There
that
you go,
G-Man
changing the subject again.
G-Man don't know how to debate. G-Man don't know how to do this. G-Man, listen to me, dude. You're getting
G-Man, I've
caught.
been watching you for
Yeah.
years. You don't know how to do nothing but you don't know how to do anything.
Oh, by the
You
way,
don't even know how to
if you
wash
don't know
your
what this
dirty
is,
pee.
This is fresh squeezed orange juice. It is not Tropicana, but this is the orange actually going to a juicer and them giving it to you. This is what happens when you take care of your body, when you put healthy stuff in your body. Something that you could probably do. And you need to get a haircut, dude. I'm gonna buy you some shears. You need a haircut.
Now, Jesus needs to get a haircut too.
No, you need to get a haircut.
Jesus
that
needs to
picture
get a
you
haircut.
see of Jesus ain't really Jesus. You need to get a haircut.
That's white.
You really do. Like, honestly, dude. There's no reason for you to be walking around here with hair longer than Carrie. You know what I mean? You do have hair longer than Carrie.
You know what Carrie has longer than me? A forehead.
What? She has a what? Wait a minute. She has what?
Oh, damn it. I'm losing a while.
Wait a minute. She has longer what?
She's got a longer forehead. You can play a damn IMAX video on there. Yeah.
No, Carrie's pretty. I don't know what you're talking about. Carrie's pretty.
Please don't tell me you looked at her high school photo and said
Carrie
you get that too.
is pretty. And I think she's doing better than you. And you know what?
Carrie looks like she's been chewing on bricks.
If you wasn't dating who you was dating, I think you would be interested in Carrie.
Nah.
He lying to
Jobless
yourself.
bums aren't my
She's
type.
a superstar right now, and you're yesterday's news, and we're reading all about it.
Oh, really? Because she's definitely not pulling in the number she used to.
Yeah, I mean, there's burnt toast, but I don't think burnt toast is interested. You know,
burnt toast is probably watching this right now, laughing. I had a couple of minutes to kill, and I'm just here to kind of entertain people because this was
Tell me
getting
something.
pathetic.
Why does kind of always act like he's on sugar or whatever? I'm curious.
He probably did a lot of I can't fucking talk.
Oh, you're admitting
Maybe
that he is good. It's about time you admitted it.
He probably did some Baja Blast before he got on.
No, I think he suffers from hyperactivity. He might have a little ADD. I don't know.
Is that a bad thing? It's called ADHD.
Attention deficit disorder. Yes, it is a bad thing. And I think he also has hyperactivity. That's my opinion. That doesn't mean that it's true. Because when I talk to him, this dude.
Why is that a bad thing? I got ADD.
I don't know.
All it means is like I can't fucking focus on some things. So
yeah, when I come on there, man, he's like starstruck. He's like, "Oh my god, my favorite movie star's here." He doesn't know how to sit still. That's how he acts.
And I'm the narcissist. Okay.
Candy Cane says Frank is the second best looking geek in the geek room.
Boy, that's a damn lie.
The second best looking geek. Tell me something. Who's Brian? No, I'm curious. I'm like okay, I'm aware of some of your history. I know what cat it is. I know
if you know our history, then how do you not know who Bran is? Oh,
I know
my
Draven
God.
used to be a member of the Geek Room.
He was never a member of the Geek Room. He was just a little tag along that was like, "Can you please
anyway,
be
Draven
on
was
my
a member of the Geek
channel?"
Draven was a member of the Geek Room. Hold on a minute. Draven was a member of the Geek Room.
He was never a member of the Geek Room. He was he popped into the Discord chat being fucking pathetic.
Who is Brian? Who's Brian? I'm serious. Okay, you want me to go back to being goofy again? Like, who's Brian?
Oh, this is you not being goofy? Jesus Christ.
Okay. What was he doing before he got on the Geek Room? Is that your brother or something? Like who is he? Is he your best friend? Childhood friend? Like, who is he? Who is he? He's a dragoon. So who is he?
Thank you so much, G-Man.
What is he? Tell me his career. What has he done over here? Why should I take him seriously?
Career. We don't use YouTube as a career, unlike Carrie does.
All right, Sabella, I got that one wrong. Gotcha. All right, I got that one wrong. I have to admit that. But who's Bran or Brian? Who is he?
All right, here's. Oh, dang, Jesus
Who
Christ.
is he?
All right. Bran is the person who started TDR with me.
Really?
Yes.
You
He has
serious?
been there since the very first episode, G-Man.
Really? Like, are you serious or are you trolling me?
I'm being serious, G-Man. This is me actually being serious. Even though I'm
Sabella,
laughing because, oh my
this
God.
is a celebrated fact, Sabella. This is a celebrated fact. And I do not want them coming back. I want them dead and stay dead. I celebrate every day. I don't got to deal with those knuckleheads no more. That group is done. The head is gone, so the rest of them are gone. And if the head ever comes back, I promise you this, he won't be around long. But yeah, so Bran was there since the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't remember him. I know Tad and I know you.
You talked to him
Bionic
plenty of
Dance was on your
times.
YouTube channel. I have
Yes,
it.
and Bran was there.
Bionic Dance was on the channel. Listen to me. When I came on your channel the very, very, very first time, it was myself, you, Tadit, and it was Bionic Dance.
No, it wasn't.
Who's Bran? I don't know him.
You got to be trolling me right now.
No, I'm
Please.
not. Who is he? I don't know who he is. Who is he?
The very
no
first
history
time
with
you
him?
actually hold on. The very first time you actually came onto the show, you actually talked to me, Bran, and the other co-host that we used to have called Trevor Vision.
Well, I don't remember him. He hasn't done nothing. I'm serious. He hasn't done nothing. He's an afterthought, I guess. I don't know nothing about the dude.
Oh my God!
Nobody in the Christian community talks about him. There's people that talk about you and Ted, but not him.
Oh, I wish they wouldn't.
You know, I don't know why you don't make that racist I'm sorry, make that racist scientist Sam a member because he's on there.
He is a member.
He's a what?
He's a member of the Geek Room.
When are you guys going to get some professional debaters in your room? Because
we don't debate anymore.
But
like, that hasn't been a thing since what, 2015?
Here's the thing: Scientist Sam is supposed to be a scientist, but to be a scientist, he don't know a lot about science. I noticed he really don't. He don't know a lot about science. I'm serious. My friend True Empiricism was wondering why does he talk about science no more? Like he's a comedian. He knows nothing about nothing about chemistry, biology, or anything like that. I know Drag went to school to learn about plants.
It's kind of like how it's kind of funny how we get on the internet and we just here just have fun.
Scientists don't know nothing about no science.
Well, you want to know why he probably doesn't come on and talk about science? Is because we come on to YouTube just to have fun and just to laugh at
and make fun of people, right?
Like you,
and to make fun of people, right? And to make fun of people,
pretty much, yeah.
And to make fun of people, right? And then when it's time for you guys to get your medicine,
we sit back and laugh the whole time when someone starts talking about us.
No,
listen, here we do.
You guys all I gotta do is put your name in the title, and pew, here you guys come. That's all I gotta do. As a matter of fact, I can argue that people will come on my channel faster than when I talk about Shane. When I talk about you know why? Because you guys get away with murder because nobody's responding to you. Not no more. When I feel like it and I'm bored and I ain't got nothing else to do, I'll come on here and rip you apart. I ain't got no problem with that. You guys don't know nothing about fitness. I think I made my point on this video. I'm proud of you that you finally. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the man who knows diddly squat about fitness, I give you the tatted Jedi.
Oh, what's up, Billy?
Dude, someone had his someone had my cock in his mouth.
Whoa. Hold on a minute.
What's up, buddy?
Drop the tatted to face the final boss. That's what you can call me.
You're not a boss. You're a Goomba.
I am the final boss.
You're not. You're retarded.
It is time for you.
You're dumb as fuck.
Now listen. You can bench press 350 pounds.
No, I can bench 495.
Your chesters.
No, I can bench 495.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize.
Yeah, if you put my weight on your bench, you die.
Hold on a minute, ladies and gents.
Literally.
That's even better. He can
That
bench
is better. I'm 202
495.
pounds.
That means he's 5 pounds away from being able to bench 500. You got a scale near you?
5
We know
pounds.
498?
Shanny.
Listen, well, you said 498, so 2 pounds away from 5.
There you go. Math. Good job.
Okay, great.
Moron.
Scale.
God damn, you're dumb as fuck.
Look at it. Go get a scale.
What's up,
Chad,
stupid?
and stand on it.
Uh-huh.
Go get a scale and stand on it.
I don't have a scale in my house. Weightlifters don't keep them
How
in their
much
house.
do you weigh? So how much do you weigh? I don't need one.
202 pounds.
How much you weigh?
202 pounds.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, he can.
I'm
lift-
strong as fuck. Yes.
He can lift. He
Boy.
can lift his body weight. Okay. So here's the thing now, ladies and gents. Remember the statistic that we showed earlier? 65% of people in America can lift their own body weight. Tatted, did you know that 0.0?
How many people can
Wait a
lift
minute,
their
hold on a minute.
triple their body weight,
Rand
stupid?
Finish. Hold on a minute. Rand
That's not the same thing, stupid. You're fucking dumb as shit.
What do you think is easier?
You're dumb as fuck.
Tatted, what is easier according to the stats? To bench press 498 or to finish a marathon?
Oh,
And
finish
it's
a
not
marathon.
both.
Finish a marathon. You would die if you
really?
put
So
my weight on your bench. Put my weight on
How
your
many-
bench, and you would die.
How many? have
You would
finished?
literally die.
Dude, I could pick you up without trying. So
No,
answer
you
the
could not. You put my weight on your bench, you would die.
question. Dude, I could put you on my back and pick you up. And
No,
get
stupid. Pay attention, jingly keys.
Oh, stupid.
Yes,
Okay,
you're dumb as
ladies and
fuck.
gents, Get with the Redlands in here. Anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you're dumb as fuck. If you put the weight I bench on your bench, you would die.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you absolutely would die.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
Yes, it would
I
be
could put that
way
weight on my legs any day
dead.
of the week. I could put
Oh,
weight on
that
my
I
legs
said
any day of the
bench, you fucking
week.
retard.
But here's the thing.
Focus. God damn it, I don't know.
We're talking about a marathoner.
We're
versus
talking
a
about you
bodybuilder.
being
We're
shitty.
talking about a
You're
marathon-
dog shit at that too.
We're talking about a marathoner versus. Wait a minute, Frank. Hold on. Just be quiet a second. Hold on. I'm gonna let you guys
Bring him
talk.
back.
Oh, you're
I'm gonna
retarded.
let you guys talk. You don't know the difference between training for a marathon and picking
I
up
do.
heavy weights.
I
You
absolutely
need
do.
to Elaborate to my audience the science behind both.
It's not your audience. They're our audience. They watch us.
You're on
They don't give
my
a fuck about.
channel,
Well, no,
and
we
they're
no.
my
We
audience.
gotta be honest. They care about me because I'm funny and you're stupid, so they don't care about you.
And that's why your views are the way they are, because you talk about Kenny and you talk about me. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this again, Mr. Science Guy. Why don't you go out there and explain to everybody the differences between training for a marathon and picking up heavy weight, if you can do that, young man? Because we all know you ride.
You know that's a regular bus, right? That's just a regular bus. Your joke it sucks. You're supposed to search short bus, you fucking moron. But the difference is that you're as good as running a marathon as you are as folding and straightening up a sheet that you have behind you. And that looks terrible, by the way. Man, you shouldn't have ironed that one.
This is a backdrop. This is not a sheet. I don't know if you know what a backdrop is. I can show you what a sheet looks like. But I know you. What's the difference between training for a marathon and strength training? We know you ride, but at some point, you're going to have to be a man and answer this question.
I rode a regular bus. Yes, that's correct. Because that's a regular bus. And this is a backdrop. That's a sheet. You have a sheet.
You have a green screen. You still didn't answer my question yet.
Green screen is a type of backdrop. I'm glad you focused. Good job.
Can you answer the question on whether or not you know the difference between training for a marathon as opposed to lifting heavy weight? Do you understand, young man?
God, you're dumb. So, yes, marathon training, if you were good at it, you would be good at marathons because you're dog shit at them. But you would train more of a cardiovascular exercise. Even swimming would help with a marathon training because it helps build your muscles and every single muscle. So, if you were good at it, you would know how to do it. That's why you got beat by a 70-year-old. And then lifting weights, it all depends on what type of strength you want to be. There's a bunch of different styles of actually lifting heavy weights. There's your normal, like, power lifting, and then it goes into crossfitting. There's a bunch of different kinds, but G-Man doesn't know anything about fitness. That's why he's opening up his cocksucker.
Okay, so we heard him. Now we're going to hear me. So let me get this straight here. So to win a marathon, I have to do more swimming. That's what you're telling me? I have to do more swimming? Should I do the backstroke? Should I do the breaststroke? Should I do freestyle? Like, what exactly should I do? So with the swimming, I mean, because I'm going to fact check all of this later on when I make fun of you later in my YouTube short. You know, when tell, hey guys, you want to win a marathon, go swimming. I'm just saying. Mr.
Yeah,
Scientist.
swimming is the best cardio on the planet. It works every muscle at the same time. It's well known. And the fact that you didn't know that proves that you suck at this. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Is backstroke?
Okay, ladies and gents. So according to Tatted Jedi, if you want to win a marathon, you have to go swimming. That's it. That's it, ladies and gents. If you want to win a marathon, go swimming. Do you have any?
Can you repeat back what I said to you? Hey,
G-Man,
can you repeat back? Wait, no, shut up,
Hold on
Frank.
a minute, Frank. Hold on a minute.
Can your dumbass repeat what I said to you about swimming? Actually, what I said verbatim.
Cardiovascular exercise, and it works all of the muscles. You just got finished.
That's true. All that's true.
By saying,
I can't wait till you Google it.
To go swimming to win a marathon.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
That's something you added at the end.
I asked you more than one time what must be done, and you clearly don't know. Even though I just got finished explaining that about a half an hour ago. So let's try this again, Junior.
No, you didn't, dumbass. You asked the difference between training for a marathon and training for lifting weights. You never asked about winning. I gave you different options of cardiovascular exercises that would work. Swimming is a great one if you can afford to.
All you said was swimming. You didn't say anything else. All you said was swimming. I would appreciate if you say something other than swimming. That's all I'm saying. Because if you're saying that swimming is the key to winning a marathon, I'm certainly going to enjoy the video response I'm going to make for that one as I'm laughing at you. Go ahead.
Cool. When the 4 people that watch it, they'll be impressed.
4 people? You're funny, dude. 4 people? Tell me something. You guys have been on here for like 9 years, right? How many?
Yeah, we don't care.
Whoa, no. You brought up subs. I didn't bring them up. You've been on here for 9 years. How many subs you got?
I didn't talk about subs. I was talking about active viewers, dumb fuck.
How many you got?
I think it was like 6.8.
Right. You're not relevant.
I think it's like 6.8. Neither are you.
Oh, I'm more relevant than you.
No, you're not. You can't pull 40 people.
Every atheist on the internet knows who I am. Literally nobody knows who you are except for me and Veckel. That's about it. And the little bit of people in the geek room that watch you look stupid.
Yeah, which are more people than watch you.
You gotta go swimming to win a marathon.
No, I didn't. You can't swim, apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me educate you on why that's stupid, what he just said.
Because you're...
Hold on a minute. I gave you your time, and you wasted it.
I'm just going to keep on mute myself.
So swimming is going to make you a better swimmer, but yes, it will actually help you with your cardio, but it's not going to help you win a marathon. Tell me something, Tatted. What kind of a marathon is the Steamtown Marathon?
I don't care.
Oh, okay. So you don't care about what kind of marathon it is, and your advice is to swim more. It is a downhill marathon. Do you understand the differences between running uphill and downhill?
Yeah, I bet you go downhill on dudes, gay. Bitch.
Answer the question.
I said kill yourself. That's your answer.
But if I start talking about you and start talking about what I know, you ran, and I start talking about what I know about you, you're going to get mad. All right? So anyway, guys, so you hear that? Going swimming. That's how you want to.
Can I ask you something? You lost to a 70-year-old man doing a downhill?
Yeah, I'm not the only person. There's a lot of other people that lost to him. I believe the slowest time was about 5 hours. Wait, hold on a minute. The slowest time was about 5 hours and some change, or 6 hours. And some
that was yours, wasn't it?
No, mine was 4 hours and 34 minutes. And if you knew anything about statistics, hold on a minute. I want you to stay in the room for this one because I think you can learn something here today, Frank. What is the average marathon finish time? Okay, that only 0.00.1 person will finish. Okay, according to Run Repeat data, it's 4 hours and 48 minutes and 45 seconds. You, Frank, and you, Tatted, are absolute morons. That is why I allowed him to talk as long as he did, because I know you morons don't know nothing about this. I sat here and I'm like, let's listen what he got to say. Hey guys, my advice to run a marathon, even though I never ran one before, is to go swimming, ladies and gents. That's how you're going to win a marathon from a person who never ran a marathon.
I got a question, G-Man.
Listen to me, Frank. There's a reason why I refer.
Got a question for you, G-Man. Is the backstroke is what you call when you got the cream on your back?
There is a reason. There's a reason why on the other channel, Frank, that I stopped saying G-Man versus the world, and I just say shut up.
The world just kind of.
Wait. There's a reason why
the whole world is laughing at you.
You want to know why? because I'm gonna take.
Because no one cares, G-Man. No one cares.
Listen to me. That's not true. They do care. Gentleman
No,
Pioneer,
they
I'll bring you in a minute,
don't.
Gentleman Pioneer. I
No,
see you
they
in the
don't.
back. I'm gonna bring you here in a minute. I don't want you to run, Frank. I don't want you to run.
I'll stay for
Listen
a
to
few
me.
seconds.
I'm gonna go
Mhm.
swimming, and if I do 6-hour marathon, I'm like, oh, I listen to Tatted. I listen to
Go
Tatted.
for it. I could care
I
less.
listen to Tatted. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go, George? Give me a break, dude. Like, honestly. The point is when you're above your pay grade, keep your mouth shut. What's up, GP? What's up, GP?
You can hear me?
Yes, I can. Long time
What's
no see,
going on,
GP.
brother?
Oh, my
God
God.
bless you, brother. What's up?
What's up? The gentleman pioneer is here to grace the room.
Yeah, somebody said you were talking about fitness. I was like, oh, let me go in there. And
Oh,
talk,
yeah. We're talking
yeah.
about fitness. And Tatted was giving me his expertise on how to win a marathon, even though he never ran one before.
Okay.
He wasn't giving you an expertise on how to run a marathon.
He was telling me that I need to swim more. He was telling me that it was cardiovascular.
That's not what he said.
And he was telling me that it works all of the muscles. He could not tell me
that's
about
exactly.
any program or any routine because he couldn't Google it fast enough, I guess. I don't know.
So was he
Well,
wrong
you know,
if it
I have
helps you
5
with
medals. I finished 5
cardiovascular
marathons. I know what I'm
and it
talking
works
about.
all your
Yeah.
muscles? Does it? Did he lie about that?
well,
No,
that's a
what I'm
low
saying
impact
is
training.
All right
that
then.
Tatted-
So, but you
that
know,
Tatted
you
is
added
above
in
the
the
pay
extra
grade.
stuff on the end of
And
it, trying to make him look stupid.
that
Would make you
Tatted
look
and
like
the
a
Geek
stupid.
Room and their fan base suffer from extreme low self-esteem. And when somebody comes on here and say they ran a marathon and they finished it, it should be, congratulations. I'm glad you're doing something that you are passionate about. But instead, I hear, G-Man, a 75-year-old man beat you. Yep. Now, when you run a marathon, tell me
I'm
how
glad
fast
that
you
this kept you up at
Wait a
night.
minute, Frank.
Question,
I'm going to
G-Man.
be in the Steamtown Marathon again. There's one in Jersey City, and then there's one in New
Mhm.
Jersey in May. I would love to see your results. And Tatted,
G-Man,
I've never ran a
G-Man, do you
marathon,
really
so that's
you
why I
believe?
never
won't.
talked
You're
about
too
it.
much of a coward to do it. Go ahead,
G-Man, do you really believe that
He
they're
sounds-
doing this to try to congratulate you or just egg you on just so you keep coming
No, it's
after
the
them?
My
egg me
God,
on.
GP gets it. GP, oh my gosh, you get it.
I already mentioned that they're doing that to do that.
G-Man, you did
Then
something
why you
that
still
nobody
harping
did,
on it?
G-Man.
Hold on a minute, Frank. Hold on a
G-Man,
minute.
G-Man, you
But the
did something
purpose, hold
that
on a
these
minute,
guys
GP, 'cause I
never
gotta
did.
repeat myself now. Hold on a minute. I gotta repeat myself. The purpose of me doing this is this. Is that the Geek Room like to go on their YouTube channel and they like to clown other people on their channel, right? I think you've been a recipient of that at one time, and other people has been recipients of it. And they like to clown, other people, but when somebody do it to them, oh, it wasn't no big thing. We were just having a little bit of fun on social media. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit smarter than that to know that they're just doing it.
If you clowning them, then okay, cool. I understand.
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm having some fun with them. I'm glad everybody sees that.
You gotta accept your accomplishments, G-Man. You ran the marathon, which probably 99% of people on this side of YouTube not going to do. So you did something that people not going to do. So why are you even like acknowledging?
Because I'm bored.
GP, can I tell you something? Hold on, GP, can I tell you something? We said something about his running time. What, like 2 months ago, and this has still been on his mind.
Wow.
We haven't even talked about G-Man, and like a couple of months. Like we've been bored of him. We haven't
and my
talked about
response was what, Frank? What was my response, Frank? Tell the truth now. Come on, it's not difficult. It's very easy, actually. What's my response?
Your response, what 3 months later?
Is that I was bored. I talked about this. I talked about this
0.001 people have actually done it.
That I was bored, and I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to school and show everybody that neither one of you, no one in the Geek Room, not
so something
you,
on a dead topic. That
hold on a minute. Not you, not Tatted, not the girl with the blue hair, not Brand or anybody else on your side of the
You probably got his name right.
The reason why I did it because I'm bored. I mentioned that in the beginning of this video, and you can say whatever you want now. Anybody can watch this from the beginning and will hear what I said. So you can lie all you want.
G-Man, can I keep it real with you? I don't care if they joke on me and said 100-year-old man beat my time. I ran a marathon, so I don't understand. Maybe you say you bored, cool. That's probably what it is. But you shouldn't care if a 100-year-old, 70-year-old, 90-year-old man beat you. You ran a marathon, man. You did a good job.
Here we go. So G-Man needs a man to set him straight. Oh, lowercase O. I am begging for that. I definitely need a man to set me straight.
You picked that out of the whole crowd,
Most of
didn't
the
you?
time when I'm on hold on a minute, G. I'm responding to this comment here. Most of the time when I'm on social media, you know, a lot of these people down here that call themselves men are running south for the winter. So just saying.
My goodness.
I'm just saying, ain't no man gonna set me straight because I don't talk about stuff I don't know nothing about. That's what it is.
Oh my Lord. G-Man, this has been
G-Man, you
fun.
did a
Thank
good job by completing a marathon, man. There's no reason to argue over that. You did a good job.
I'm not arguing over that. I'm simply taking my shots, and I'm pointing out that Tatted Jedi and Frank, and
3
I
to
knew
4
Frank
months
was gonna
later.
defend him. No, Frank. I can actually show you the video where I responded to Tatted when he originally said it. Or did you you ain't forget about that? I forgot. You're a clown. You're a clown.
Oh, Tatted
So
said
since
that-
you're a clown, I'm about to stop being serious with you in a minute, Frank. If you're going to be a clown, dude,
You've been serious this whole time.
Like, no. Some of it was serious and some of it was me clowning. You can go back and watch a video and you'll see. I can be a clown too. I can be a funny one too. I can be a real funny one if I want to. And I can be a dangerous one too if I want to too. Remember that. All right.
I had to pray away blowing somebody's head off.
For you, Frank, is dead. My point is this, Frank. Before you talk about big boy conversations like the
I never
gym
talked about fitness.
and talking about lifting weights and getting stronger and faster and bodybuilding and taking care of yourself, you know, regarding your
G-Man,
fitness.
when have I talked about fitness?
Perhaps you're defending Tatted. That's when you did it. So perhaps you should.
You asked me to come on.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. You should attend a place called the Escuela. You should go attend school. Okay.
Oh, I go to Planet
You
Fitness.
should go
I've been
and attend
learning
school, and you
Billy.
should go learn how to.
Please don't show your dick.
Bicep curl and learn how to do a squat and learn how to do a military press. Learn how to do anything because you clearly don't know how to do none of them things. You don't know the difference between training for cardio and training for strength and for strength and
All I said was you can do both at the same time and still run.
you can, but you can't pick up no 498 pounds doing the same thing. Not the way I do it. He can't go out there.
Well, okay, so not the way you do it. So, but other people may have done it.
Miles a week. Hold on a minute. He can't go out there doing 60 or 70 miles a week and then talking about building bulk.
I have to agree with G-Man. You right about that. It's extremely hard. It's you call it to be a strength and then turn around. You running about 10 or 12 miles a day. You're gonna lose weight. I understand what you're coming from, but we know. Look at your size, G-Man. You're about 140. This is what you do. You run, right?
140.
Yeah,
I'm not 140 pounds.
How much you
I'm
weigh?
about 201.
You 201.
So you're the same as Billy.
I'm muscle. I'm not tatted where he can show me all that.
Sorry.
You look you're a slim 201 because you look like you're 140, bro.
You see me in person, you know.
I actually thought you were like 170, 140.
Okay. You know what, gentlemen? Like, look, I got stuff more important than that I gotta do. You guys have a good night.
All right, see you later. Anyway, so GP, how you been, man?
No, I've been good, but damn, no. You put on some weight or you always 201?
I'm supposed to be 175. I'm actually the problem with me is that sometimes when I go to the gym, I'm picking up a little bit too much weight. So that's what it is.
Oh, okay. You putting on muscle mass. Okay.
Yeah, and in order to lose it, I go through a period of time where I just eat nothing, but where I become something of a vegetarian, and then I'll start eating like a bunch of vegetables, and I got amino acids that I'll take to get my protein and everything and whatnot. So I'm still trying to learn how to balance all of that stuff out. But the reason why my times are 4 hours plus is because I start off my marathons too fast. That's what the pros are telling me, and that's what I was expecting Tad to go on Google to tell me about. But you know, Tad ain't too bright. You know what I mean? If you go out too fast, especially when you're doing a downhill marathon that's going to be like Boston, you're going to experience cramps a whole lot faster because the last 2 miles in the Scranton Marathon is going to be uphill, and it's hard. It's hard. He can sit here and he can say that G-Man don't know nothing about this and all this other stuff and whatnot, but I've done it. He hasn't. And I will not be the only YouTuber that will be running. I'll give you guys a little hint about something. I won't tell you who it is, but this community is going to be thrown into a bit of a frenzy when they find out who I'm running with next year. Or running with this year, I'm sorry. I believe October is when the Steamtown Marathon. That's if I do Steamtown. I'm thinking about doing something else. But if I do Steamtown again, then I'm running with another YouTuber. It won't just be me this time.
Well, I can say one thing, man. When I seen you, you was in great shape. That's why I thought you was like 140, 160, because you was in great shape when I saw you. So
yeah,
I didn't know you put on a little more muscle mass.
I got the muscle mass because I'm getting older and it's harder to lose weight. That's what it is. I'm getting older and it's harder to lose weight. It's not as easy as some people might think it is. So when you're dealing with these immature channels like the GeekRoom and whatnot, you can't really expect a person who's not taken seriously on here from the get-go to take anything serious like that, like serious or whatever. You know what I mean? Like if I went to the gym with Taddy, he'll probably, because I'm training for cardio, I'm not training for strength. There's a difference. He'll kill me when the bench presses. We get on that treadmill, I'll embarrass him. I'll straight up embarrass him. If we get on the treadmill, I will straight up humiliate him. I will humiliate him on the treadmill, the Stairmaster. I will humiliate him if I said, let's go do 20 miles. This crybaby probably only do 2 or 3. You know what I mean? So he can sit there and say whatever you want about me, but he can't do what I can do. Now, whether or not I can bench press 490, you better believe that if I wanted to be somebody who put on bulk, that I can do that. That's not as hard as he might think it is. I can tell him
what's not hard. What's not hard? What is he bench pressing? That's not hard.
He says, now we can only go by what he says, but he says it's about 200 pounds, right? Maybe a little bit more than 200. And
that's what Frank said right now, right?
Yeah, so yeah. He says that he bench pressed what was it? Either 398 or 498. So that means he's almost
398 or 498.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. That's
strong.
There's NFL players right now that could barely bench 400 some change. Aaron Donald, I think his max was like 4 something. So if he's bench presses 490 something, that
at 200 pounds.
At 200 pounds, I'm not saying it can't happen. It could, but he's a beast.
You know what? I might accuse
the most I ever did was 4 or 5.
Somebody can lift that
max one time.
And then they're coming on YouTube and spending their time on YouTube when they should be on the WBF or something, or when they should be on a professionlike bodybuilding
videos of bench
he should be doing that, not wasting his time getting on here bragging about how much stronger he is to a marathoner. It's like it's like the Empire State Building comparing itself to Little House on the Prairie. What he should do is compare himself to Arnold Schwarzenegger or one of those guys, because that's the kind of strength that he's claiming he has.
495.
You understand what I'm saying? I would love to be in the person to see what he can really do, because I think he's full of it person.
G-Man, I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger was pushing 495 at his best.
That's what he said he was doing. He's stronger than Arnold, and he wastes his time.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Matter of fact, let me Google that, because that's 495 is woo.
495 at 200 pounds and comparing himself to a runner. And comparing himself to a runner.
Wow.
How much do you bench?
Wow. The most I ever bench was 4 or 5, 445 plates. And that was with help. I had a spot. I was struggling. And I only did one. That was 1 rep. So if he benching 495, Arnold max bench, the most he ever benched was 500 pounds. This guy is up there with Arnold Schwarzenegger at 200 pounds. He's a beast.
So my thing is, if Taddy is as strong as he says he is, what is he doing on YouTube? Why isn't he making the big checks going out there doing professional stuff? That's why I think
he's not in the strongman competition.
Yeah, he's getting on here telling everybody he can bench all this weight and then arguing with a marathoner.
He argued with a runner.
Like, have you seen some of these marathoners? Some of these marathoners are like $1:15, $1:20, and he's sitting there comparing himself to a marathoner. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, GB. I'm not trying to play you, but you irrelevant. You insignificant with it. If I'm benching 495, I'm going to the strongman competition. I'm pulling tractors and stuff. I'm not thinking about you. But when it comes to fitness, I'm not thinking about you. But damn, I mean, G-Man. Arnold Schwarzenegger max bench was 500 pounds. This guy's doing 495 on a daily basis, right?
That's what he wants us to believe. Hey, let's believe it. And a guy who's benching that much, who could be making millions doing professional bodybuilding,
But
getting on here laughing at
when
people.
I'll be honest with you, when I saw him, maybe he changed because I haven't seen him in a while. But when I saw him back in the day, he don't look like the type of dude. But okay, looks could be deceiving because I done met some dudes that don't look like they could bench press, but they was throwing it up. But that's rare too. But he don't look like that. Like when you saw me, you saw that I was heavy up top. You get what I mean? My arms was big, my chest was big, so it looked like I could bench press. When I look at him when I looked at him before, he looked like some, like an average. I don't know. It's just.
I think he's not telling the truth,
surprising.
but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because there's no way for me to prove that he isn't doing it. But what I can do is test his logic, and I can show everybody. Well, if you're benching that much, what are you doing on YouTube? If Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't even do that, why are you not trying to get into
his max was 500 pounds
or something like that? You know what I mean? He's full of it. He is full of it as far as I'm concerned.
Now, are you correct about the way he said 495? Because if he said like 330,
somebody in the chat corrected me and said 495. Somebody in the chat.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Yeah, he's strong in his chest. And then that means if he's now here's the thing. We don't gotta know nothing.
Push. Remember, you pushing that weight up too. So your shoulders, it's a lot more than chest going into that.
That means he should be able to do at least 250 minimum when he's doing military press, right? He should be able to do 100-pound bicep curls, maybe a little bit more, maybe 150 pounds bicep curls. And he should be able to do at least his triceps. When he's doing the tricep pull down, he should be able to do at least 150 with that.
Yeah, but that depends, G man. That depends because you all working on individual sets of your muscles. So I understand where you're coming from. You should be able to lift heavy weight, but I have seen people that could bench press 225, but could barely lift or barely curl a 60-pound, dumbbell. So it depends. It depends. But
I'll tell you something else about people who lift that kind of weight. I'll tell you something else about people who can lift that kind of weight. They don't have no agility. They're not going to be really flexible. A lot of the times they're not going to be flexible. They're not going to have a lot of agility, and they're going to lack speed. So if they get into a fight or something like that, everything's going to be power, and they're not going to be able to move their feet and be able to move around a lot. What? So Tadit doesn't understand that when he gets on here and he makes these claims, somebody with a basic education, somebody who rides a yellow bus can come on here and make a reasonable understanding that this cat don't need to be on here talking about a marathoner, since I do have agility, I do have speed. And I actually got some strength too. I just can't 495. I'm not gonna claim that. You're crazy. I can't do that as a marathoner. If I was doing that, my time would be 10 hours. You know what I mean? Because I'll be too bulky.
You should be in wrestling. If you've been pressing 495, that's a wrestler right there. I mean, even wrestlers not been pressing that. I'm just saying you should. You Mark Henry? You could bend quarters with your fingers, like 495 is no joke. Like G-Man, you don't understand. There's a lot of people. I heard a little bit when you said that. I didn't really watch, but I heard a little bit before I came on when you were saying that, hey, bench presses, what do you call it? Is the 60% of people can lift up their own weight. The percentages. Yeah, 65%. No, you said that just now with Frank. We use 60% and then all that. I was like, oh, but the truth is, G-Man, 220. I know a lot of people that can't even push up 225.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people out there that can't do their own body weight. It just depends. And this is where it gets to. Like, he would never laugh at a LeBron James because LeBron James isn't going out there and bench pressing that kind of weight. LeBron James is concerned about his cardio. He's concerned about being able to jump a certain height. So he needs his whole body to be a certain way. And when those basketball players take off their shirts, they got abdominals. They got a very fit chest, strong back, very strong calves, very strong thighs, very strong hamstrings, and they take very good care of their body. Look at Dwayne Wade when he took off his shirt when he was in Chicago. That ain't how Tadit looks, because Tadit's just talking about his chest.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying? So he can sit there and he can say, like I said, I don't believe a bodybuilder, somebody who's building for bulk, should be comparing themselves to a marathoner. If you're going to compare yourself to somebody, there's other strong people here on YouTube.
I mean, everybody could take a little knowledge from everybody, right? I mean, everybody could take a little knowledge. Go to Mike Tyson
and tell Mike Tyson how much you bench, and watch what Tyson tell you. When Tyson beat up that boy Jake Paul, and believe me, that boy's going to get his butt whipped. Jake Paul's going to get knocked out
right there.
Jake Paul is going to get knocked out. I promise you that Jake Paul ain't going, I can bench press 494 pounds. What are you doing with that kind of strength, Tadit? What are you doing with it? Why is it so important for you to be that strong? I need strong legs. I need strong abdominals, which I have way stronger abdominal strength than he does, and I can tell. And I have a stronger back than he does. Even though I have sciatica, I have a stronger back than him, and I have a stronger stomach than him, a stronger core, because I can do these those planks for a very long period of time. I can do more jumping jacks than him. I can do more weightless squats than he can, and I can do them during the day a lot more than him, because all he's focusing on is like a bench press.
This really not even a competition, G-Man. And G-Man, you gotta realize it's not a competition. You older than the guy. You see all the things you're able to do is it's like surprising because you were older than him. So you shouldn't compete with somebody that's
and
younger.
If I go on the basketball court with him, I'll embarrass him. He'll be like,
"Oh, you gotta like, run around."
Gotta be Shaquille O'Neal. All I gotta do is be like a Curry and just keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and let him chase around everything. He just don't know.
Be
he don't know
Stephon Curry. I said you Stephon Curry on the court.
You need to go to the basketball court. One day, me and you need to go play some ball.
I don't want you to treat me like you just said you're going to treat Taddy. I don't want you to run me to death.
You probably beat me. You probably beat me. Thank you, Suburb. Suburb says it's not a competition; it's a journey.
It's all about your health.
Somebody with some maturity is finally in my chat. You see this? There you go.
But G-Man, it's true. It's all about your health, man. It's all about your health. That's it. I don't know.
I have a very strong heart. I can hold my breath for a lot longer than this cat. I can do things that he can't do, and he can do things that I can't do. But he shouldn't be getting on here going, G-Man, you're 4 hours and 34 minutes. Well, you go run a marathon. Tell me how easy it is.
But G-Man,
like I said, GP. All I can say is the hardest thing you ever do in your life is run one of them things, and you're gonna hurt.
Absolutely.
You never knew that existed.
Absolutely. I know a few people that ran it.
You're running, and then your toenails right off.
Yeah, I know. G-Man, listen, man. I know a few people that ran the marathon. You're not joking. Why you thought I came up here and I said, man, that's the toughest thing to do? You should feel proud. You shouldn't be arguing with cats about that. You should be like, yeah, I did something that I know 90% of y'all would never do. You accomplished something, brother. That marathon is hard. It's hard, man.
I'm doing it again because I'm
addicted to the pain. You did it 4 times.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out there and run a marathon again in October again, and then after that, I want to run Boston and I want to do New York because I've been doing nothing but hills since the last marathon. So I actually love going uphill now. I'm doing mountains right now, dude. I'm doing a lot of hill work right now, a lot of hill work. And one of these days, to prove it, I'm going to record it because I did it in the past, back when Dragnet started G-Man Exposed a long time ago. I was recording my my runs, and I think I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna show people the hills that I do. Like, I'm gonna show people. Then I'm gonna ask Tadit to do the same thing. He ain't gonna be able to do it. What Tadit's gonna do, he's gonna go to a weight bench and he's gonna try to bench press something. I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do. The only reason I care about showing that to him is because he thinks it's funny that I did 434. You know what I mean? He's not offering me any constructive criticism or any. You know what this man told me to do to win a marathon? They told me to go swimming.
Well, G-Man, it does help your training. It does.
It helps
cycling and swimming is low impact cardios, so it could help you a little bit.
It will help a little bit, but it ain't gonna help you a whole lot. You can do stairs, you can do hills. As a matter of fact, let me show you something that I got here, GP. Hold on.
And you ride bikes, like I said, cycling helps out too.
I have these. When I do my squats, my weightless squats, I used to do them flat-footed. Now I have these. I have these blocks here. And when I want to do uphill squats, I'll do it like this, right? When I want to train for downhill, I use these. Hold on. And I'm actually going to do a YouTube video and show people and talk about the different muscles that they work. Okay? I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you do them like this, you can stand on them, and all your weight will be going downhill. And when you do the squats, you're working muscles specifically for the downhill marathons like Boston or the Steamtown or any place where you got to do a lot of like going downhill. This is a great way to build your legs.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, let me go ahead and hop off and let you finish your show. I just wanted to hop on because you were talking about fitness and somebody sent me the link. Was like, yeah, you talking about fitness. I said, I know G-Man's playing. You know, you always joke and talk about people that bench press. You know, that's what I do too. So let me go in there and talk trash.
No, bench pressing. I mean, if you're training for strength, You got to do that kind of stuff. But if you're doing what I'm doing, those are the kind of exercises I should be avoiding, because if you get bulky, that slows you down. Like I do a lot of pull-ups now. I do a lot of pull-ups. I do a lot of machine work as far as my abs go. I do a lot of planks. I do a lot of hip work now too, because I have to strengthen the muscles where it triggers my sciatica. Because if I don't, that always comes into a play. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Running a marathon with sciatica is not easy either.
Okay, so you're doing hip thrusts to help out
hip
with that.
thrusts, back kicks. I'm doing a lot of things. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start doing that with heavier weight. I want to start doing it with like 200 pounds, trying to just use my hips to pick up the weight. 200 pounds to try to get more of a but then again, maybe I shouldn't do that though, because by doing that, and I've been thinking about this, it makes me more bulky. And if you become more bulky, like I said, you're going to be
do some froggies too. You know what froggy is, right? Do some froggies.
What are you talking about? Jumping up and then bringing your knees to your stomach? Or are you talking about jumping squats?
No, I'm talking about jumping squats, but you don't go fully up. Froggies. So you
yeah, you're talking about squat thrust.
Do a little squat, do a little froggies. That help out too. But let me get on out of here. I appreciate you letting me on. God bless you, brother. I can't even see the chat, so everybody have a good day in the chat. Peace.
All right, you too. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. Tatted was tatted. Frank was Frank. What else is new? Probably wasted my time doing the show. But the point of the matter is, if you're going to run a marathon, don't let these people out there that are training for something totally different affect you in the things that you're doing. Okay. If you're going to try to train for a marathon, there's a certain routine and a certain pattern that you got to do that's going to be completely different if you want to train to be a football player or a basketball player, or if you want it to be a boxer or something like that. And if somebody's clowning you and doing something like that, don't take them too seriously. Have a little bit of fun with them and then keep it moving. Because regardless of what Frank and regardless of what Taddy says, I still got to get up early in the morning. I still got to go to the gym. And I still got to get my body ready for this next marathon. Okay. So with that, and by the way, OO says this, guys. Subscribe to OO. All right. Because he said that. Yeah. Definitely a smart guy. Talk to you guys later. Let me give you guys that great outro. It's not really an outro, it's really my intro, but I call it the outro.